It is Saturday, December 6th, 2025. I did a live earlier on my Substack. So we are just talking about my frustration with the film industry and writing and everything. But now I'm tired. I I'm so used to getting up at 5 o'clock every day that I woke up at 4:30 this morning to go to the bathroom and I couldn't fall asleep. I mean, I eventually did fall asleep because I didn't have to get up at 5, but like I was just like, no, I'm tired. So I had a nice day off and I have tomorrow off, but then I forgot what it's like to have 2 days off and work like a tough gig. This gig I'm on now is very, very tough. But I'm grateful for the work and I'm grateful for the money. But yeah, it's really, really long hours. And it's okay. It's just 2 more weeks and then we have Christmas, but I just have so much to do. I have to get gifts and everything. But I'm gonna do it. Are you guys ready for Christmas? Also, sorry, I hope I don't yawn that much, but my neighbor so we had a my roommate had a party here last night, and my the neighbor's having a party, so it's really loud tonight. So I'm gonna be holed up in my room, watching TV and drinking wine. There's a new episode of Matlock. I gotta start a few Netflix shows because I haven't had a chance to watch them yet. Um, just I have a lot of things to do, you guys. Also gotta work on my move. I love Los Angeles, but I'm ready for a break. You guys, I wish could understand that. Also, I'm not ready for the holidays. Are you guys? You guys ready for the holidays? I'm not. So I've been doing lives now about a year on my Substack. I mean, yeah, here on my sorry, on my YouTube channel. I was doing good for a while, but now my numbers have dwindled, and when I go online, I don't like I've been online for 3 minutes and no one's jumped on yet. So I'm basically talking to myself. So I'm wondering, I do my Substack lives every once in a while. I get people on there, but it uploads to my YouTube channel. But my question is, should I do lives on Instagram or TikTok instead? Because I don't really have numbers here. I want to grow myself as a writer and I want to build my audience. I don't know the best place to do it. I don't know. YouTube like seemed like a good place, but maybe I'll just do it on TikTok or on Instagram. I wish I had more to talk about when it comes to writing. Maybe I'll just talk about writing and start going online more. Just an idea. Here I just talk about life in general, but I think if I did it on those pages, I'd have to talk more about writing and the culture of writing, and I'll think about it. Um, so I'm gonna stay online for 10 minutes. If no one jumps on, I will jump off. Um, but I thought I'd jump on really quickly and try to do my weekly live. I can't do it nightly this week right now because I really have an intense, crazy schedule. I was gonna do it last night, but I have to be honest with you, I was so tired and I didn't want to like get up. Oh, look, there's people on. Carter Kinnaman says hi. What's up? Stocks, family farm. What's the channel about? I just kind of talk about myself as a writer and a filmmaker. I live in Los Angeles. Tonight I'm just chilling here at home. I've been filming all week and I'm really looking forward to relaxing. I'm having a nice glass of wine. Summer says, hi, what's up? What's up? I was thinking about I should switch my live to either Instagram or TikTok because I don't really get a lot of people on here. So, what? You finished your first book and it went live on Amazon yesterday? What's the genre? That's amazing, man. Good for you. we'll have to talk because I'm in the process of writing my first book. I just wrote the second draft and it's going through beta reading right now. So I'm sure I have to do another rewrite, but mine's horror. I have a second one that's I have a second one that is drama, and then I have an idea for a third novel which is going to be a thriller, and then I want to do a book of short stories. I also have a children's book and I have a book of poetry. So I have a little bit of never tried to publish one before, wrote about 10. That's amazing. What genre is it? And where do you live? Because I like to interview writers for my Substack page. So if you wanna talk, you can hit me up on my Substack page and we can talk. I'd let you know. I love interviewing writers. Let's see if it says your name on your channel here. I have to look. Well, I mean, if you wanna tell me more about your novel, that's awesome. Oh, what's up? No, no. We're finally on at the same time. You've missed a few of my lives, so I haven't seen you in a while. I thought maybe you'd give up. I'm sitting in my room. Had a pretty chill day today. We had a party here yesterday. Like my roommate had friends over for a screening. I was up at 5 and was exhausted, so I tried to watch a movie, but I ended up falling asleep. So I just came to bed. But now the neighbors in front of us are having a party and they're fucking loud because I live in a guest house. So basically, like, their backyard's our front yard and they're so fucking loud. Mine is so this guy wrote a book. Mine is a diary style, similar to Anne Frank, historical fiction about a Christian girl and her family being persecuted by the Bolsheviks in London in 1918, 1990 USSR. That's awesome. Good for you, man. I hope it does well. Yeah, like I said, if you want to be interviewed on my Substack page, I'd love to know. Yeah, I was falling asleep right now too. I worked this weekend. Well, damn, you didn't have to jump on. You could have went to bed. I was about to jump off because it didn't look like anybody was going to jump on. I was getting sad. I don't I don't have as many people on as I used to. So um, trying really hard. Hold on. Stock. Oh, you just subbed. Awesome. Do you have X? I do. I'm on X. I'm Blue Sky. Um, I'm also on Instagram. I'm on all social medias. Um, you can add me on my personal one. If you go to my channel, all of my stuff is there. But but if you want to go to my writing one, it's just my first initial M and my last name Coulombe, and then Writes, Writs. So it's M Coulombe Writes because that's the name of my Substack page. It's M Coulombe Writes. You can see my last name M Coulombe. Coulombe is my last name. Writes. Um, but that's my X. It's all the same. All of my social media, except for YouTube, because I this is the main channel that I have. Everything. Um, yeah, X, Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, Lemonade. I'm on everything. TikTok, um, Pinterest. It's all M Cologne Writes. I don't. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I can write it in here. No, I wish you could have a chat in here. Um, you can also, yeah, you can also, if you go to a lot of my posts, like the posts that I post, a lot of it's there with my Substack page. But you to let me, because I don't know your name. It just says Stocks Family Farm. You have to let me know that we talked on my live. So no one says if I fall asleep, I'll be up at 1 a.m. and won't be able to go back to sleep. Bruh, I was literally just saying that before you jumped on, that I've been getting up at 5 o'clock every day this week. Um, which is why by like 9:30 last night, because I came home and we're having a small little, I mean, my roommate was having a small gathering of like people watching a horror movie. And I was there for a bit, and the neighbor came over and she brought some wine. So we're having a couple glasses of wine. I brought a pizza home so I could eat that. And then like I ate that and I had like two and a half glasses of wine. And the movie started and I fucking passed out. And I don't know, like fall asleep during movies, but god dang, I was so tired. And so I just came to bed, even though every party I put my headphones on. I passed out, but I woke up at 4:30 and couldn't fall back asleep. It took forever to fall back asleep. And then when I woke up at like 8:30 and it was just like it was so difficult to get up, but I needed to get up because I didn't want to sleep all day. I want to be productive because I am moving. Oh wait, I'll find it. I only have X and YouTube, nothing else. I'm not a writer, but I just happen to write. Also, I'm just a farm in Oregon. I write as a, yeah, but you just wrote a novel. So I mean, I guess you are a writer, but that's interesting. What do you farm? Well, that's gonna be an interesting that's gonna be an interesting article because I actually write about I mean the whole point of is I like to I like to do articles that geared towards the creative process. So the fact that you're a farmer, that's very gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to what is it? You have to reach out to me and let me know that you're the farmer from Oregon because I think it'd be great. I I schedule them as they come in, and I was doing them every Wednesday, but I've gotten so many now that I've had to like schedule them twice a week now. So I have interviews coming out every Monday and Wednesday. They're every Wednesday for now until the new year. Then the new year will be twice a week. Um, and I'm scheduled till like the middle of February. So um, yeah, so I'm gonna be scheduling for a while, but I want to be able to always have people interviewed because I love interviewing writers because I'm a writer. I'm a writer and a filmmaker. And you say you have pigs, chickens, geese, and a garden and some weed. Oh, you live in everything. Good for you, man. I know a lot of people are farmers are having a hard time right now with all of Trump's policies, especially geared towards the tariffs. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're surviving. I hear a lot of farmers aren't, sadly. But it looks like you don't grow anything that is being exported, right? Let me see. I have pigs, chickens, geese, and a garden. Okay. I hope you're surviving. That's cool. You wrote a book. You have to let me know how it goes. I try to do these lives nightly. When I'm filming, sometimes it's hard. And like I can do my live tonight and I'll do one tomorrow, but then I don't won't do any for the rest of the week because I just come home too late and my audience isn't I don't have an audience that's on live at 8:30, but I get tired and I can't do I mean I'll do like lives that are boring because I'll be like half asleep. So I don't do my lives during the week when I'm filming because sometimes it's difficult. You only set up friends and family, not a commercial farm. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I definitely look forward to. I hope you hope reach out to me on X. You can also reach out to me on my personal one, which is also if you go to my channel, my main channel, all of my social medias are at the top. You can also message me there, and then I can direct you. But I can direct you to the Substack so you can see what I'm doing. But how interesting! It's not. I don't meet a lot of authors on here. I mean, I did when I first started the idea of wanting to write. Um, I had a lot of people reach out to me. Sorry, I'm adjusting my watch. I had a lot of people reach out to me about asking for like creative advice, writing advice, and I was like, I don't know, because I was new to writing a novel and I didn't want to like steer people wrong. And everybody has such different ways of doing things, and so I created a Substack because I was posting video, no, sorry, posting chapters for my novel, and I wanted to build my audience, so I started interviewing other writers, and it's brought my audience to me, and then from there they get to read my writing. So it's been pretty interesting. So I've been blessed in that sense, and I've been getting a lot of followers recently. So by the time we do your interview and it goes live, I should have a good, healthy number. And then if I tell people in 2026, if I can get to 200 subscribers, I'll start a podcast because I want to make sure there's an audience if I'm going to do it because it's going to be a lot of work. So, and then you said I got chemical poisoning in my 20s, and my neurologist told me to write to grow my brain activity. And 20 years later, I'm still, dude. That's amazing. Good for you. I'm not good that you not that you got chemical poisoning, but great that you're able to use it as a way to stay focused. And then you said, sorry, hold on. Most of my early writings are ramblings from a redneck with brain damage. What kind of chemical poisoning? That's very interesting. I didn't realize it could affect your neurology. That's crazy. But I'm glad that you're doing better, man. That's amazing. Good for you. Well, it looks like you have a lot to talk about, especially with like being a farmer and this paragraph you just told me about chemical poisoning and the phosphorus I injected thinking it was drugs. God dang, I'm so sorry, man. I'm gonna show my naivete here, but I do not know what phosphorus is. I can look it up, but I'm on live right now. Look, I'm just awesome. It's great that you're doing awesome, man. You have a great story to tell, so please reach out and let us tell your story. So I use the same 10 questions for everybody. Really, just so you understand, they're geared towards the creative process, but a lot of these things we're talking can really you can talk about how, you know, because I think this is a great story that you all these things happen to you and you're still able to write a novel. Like, because like people like me, like I have writer's block all the time and I get so frustrated, but it's like you've overcome battles I haven't, and that's so inspirational. So yeah, let's definitely tell your story, especially because you have a book out, and what a good way to tell your story and promote the book. And because I'm scheduled a couple months out, um, your by the time we get your story out there, one, like I said, I'll already have a bigger audience, and two, your book will be out for a couple of months, so be able to people can find it. There'll be some reviews and stuff. It'll be great. So yeah, just go to my Twitter. It's at the top. Uh, if you want to find me, M for Michael, M Coulombe, which is my last name, writes like writer. You can see my last name here in my profile. M Coulombe writes. All my social media, except for YouTube. And if you want, you can either just comment on any of my videos like this one or anything that I post. You can also comment there. Um, Also, you can go to my website too, michaeljcolombe.com. If you go into writing, there's an email address, there's a contact form. Yeah, you can definitely find me. You know what I'm saying? Like just from YouTube, it branches out to all of my other social medias, my email, everything. So um, definitely reach out. So yeah, but what a fascinating story, man. I mean, I'm sorry that you went through that. I'm glad that you are surviving and able to write. Um, I'm intrigued because the story that you wrote doesn't seem to fit with like who you are as a person. So it's very fascinating, and I would love to know more about like where you got the inspiration for this. So you got it. Yeah, reach out, please. What is your name? Oh, look at that. You're following me right now. I just got the notification. Okay, well I'm doing my live right now, so I can't reach over. But once I'm done, I'll follow you back and we will talk. Cause yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for TJ. Oh, that's easy. To remember, that's my nephew's name. Yeah, thanks for reaching out, man. I hope you're interested. But very fascinating indeed. So um, but congrats on the book, man. Try to get mine out there. We'll definitely talk more, and I'll try to do these lives as often as I can. Usually, if I do my lives, which right for the next 2 weeks will only be on the weekends, but when I do my lives, it's always around this time, and it's usually between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Now, I am moving to Oregon. I'm not moving to Oregon. You're in Oregon. I'm moving to Phoenix soon. The beginning of next year. So the time might change slightly because they have a time difference, and I try to do it there to be here 6:30. It's there 7:30, but they don't have the time change like California does. So I don't know. I'll do my best. But I also am thinking I might do. By the way, you should. I know this is a lot to ask, but you should also be on Instagram. I'm wondering you should also be on Instagram and TikTok because their TikTok shop. I think you can put your book on there and you can do videos about it. I mean, it's a lot to ask. I know, and it's not for everybody. But I'm on those a lot, especially TikTok, and I see a lot of writers on there. So I don't know, man. Just an idea. Just an idea. But yeah. So I'm gonna. This has been really cool. It's just you and I, man. Even my friend that was on here, No No. I know him as No No, but This thing says the guy your wife said don't worry about, but I know it's no. Yes, your wife has TikTok. Definitely tell her to put it up. You can use the hashtag book talk, hashtag book talk, because and then find a way to sell it in the marketplace because I see a lot of writers doing that. Um, I don't know more than that, so you might want to do some research. But um, one of the things you got to do as because you self publish is you have to promote it yourself, and you should look into doing like getting signings at bookstores and local press if you can. Just I mean, I just know this because that's the stuff that I'm gonna have to do when my book finally gets published. Is I'm gonna have to really go out there and sell myself. But I also have an agent and a manager just for my filmmaking, so I do have that as a luxury. Um, but that's why I started Substack because Substack is a good place to post. Like I was posting chapters as I'm working on the novel, and I'm gonna do the same thing with my current novels because it's gonna change. Like, but the final product is gonna be different. So people can see how I'm workshopping, and it's kind of cool. Plus, I do Substack lives and talk about the writing process. I post videos and stuff. I love Substack. So so you said I honestly don't care if anyone reads it. I was just completing a goal of mine, writing one that I liked enough to share. Well, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. I'll look into it because I read a lot of stuff. I like hard copy books, but I don't have a lot of room, so I've been doing a lot of EPUBs recently. So um if there's a Kindle version, I'll get it. But it looks like it's just you and I right now, and it's getting late. And I'm going to get more wine and just watch TV. There's also a new episode of Matlock I want to watch tonight, and then there's a few shows on Netflix I gotta start. But it's the Saturday. It's effing chill. I'm a simple guy. It's free on Kindle Unlimited or 5.99 to buy. I'm not on Kindle Unlimited, but I'll see if I can get $6. It's my pin tweet. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you back here shortly when I'm done with this live. Um, But it's cool that you found me. Do you watch lives a lot frequently recently? Like it's interesting because you don't seem like someone that's my audience, which is kind of cool. I like that I reach different kinds of people. I'm fascinated by that. What's the name of the book? I know it's pinned, but just say it here because people do watch this live. People will watch my live later and they can read this. What's the name of the book? If you're still online, TJ, let me know. I think you may have logged off already. All right, I'll go follow your Twitter and find out. But you guys are awesome. It's called Little Star: The Diary of Katya Petrova. Little Star: The Diary of Katya Petrova. I'm only saying it so because, like, even though I only have like a couple people online right now, I do have a fairly small group of people that like to, watch my lives later. So, so people comment on them. So yeah, we'll just do a quick follow up. This guy TJ, which is Stocks Family Farm, wrote his first book. He's not really a writer. He's a farmer, but he was using writing as a brain exercise and he did his first book and he decided to publish it. It's called Little Star: The Diary of Katya Petrova. It's available now on Amazon and Amazon Kindle. You should check it out. And he's gonna follow. I'm gonna interview him for my Substack page. That's cool. I love people with fascinating stories. I don't know that my story's not that fascinating. I'm actually surprised I do even do lives because I feel like I've never anything to talk about. I just do it because I started it in 2023. Not I was doing vlogs, but I started living this year. But I started doing vlogs because in 2023 my mother passed away. It was like the toughest year of my life. But I also travel a lot and I work in film, and so it was just like a way for me to like heal. I was doing really good for a while. I had a huge audience, and then in August, I took most of the month off because I was so god dang busy filming, and I just didn't take as much into as I should have. And people stopped. But I keep doing my lives at the same time, so I'm trying to build up the audience again. But um, I appreciate anybody that takes the time to listen to me when I just sit here and ramble. So, but it's cool, man, that you wrote a book. I'm happy for you. Soon, soon, my book will be done and it'll be out there, and we'll probably see each other at book fairs and book shows and conventions and stuff. That'd be kind of cool. It's always nice to meet a fellow author. But yeah, I'll follow you back on the Twitter, and we can talk about trying to get you an interview. I'll send you my Substack page. You can tell me if you're interested in it or not, and then we'll just go from there. It's very easy peasy, fresh and easy. So yeah, you too, man. Thanks for reaching out, and thanks for jumping on my live, and thanks for subscribing. That really means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in the chats again soon. Because you're a rock star. Talk to your wife about putting it on TikTok just to see, what kind of audience you get. You have a book, you might as well sell it, right? Especially because the holidays are here. And with that said, I am going to jump off and get more wine and relax tonight. The neighbors are having a party, so it's gonna be really loud. So I kind of just cocoon myself in my room and relax. So then tomorrow I gotta go to my storage and kind of suss out what's out there because with my move to Phoenix, I just want to make sure that everything's laid out. So it'll be an easy, easy move. All right, everybody, have a great night. Happy Saturday. And today's the 6th. So there's only like, what, 21 more days? No, 20, 18 more days for Christmas shopping. Yeah. Yikes. Hope everybody's ready for Christmas. All right. Take care, y'all. Always, as always, I really, really appreciate your support. It really means a lot. I'm going through a tough time right now with my life personally. It's part of the reason why I'm moving to Phoenix. I kind of want to give up. And I think moving out there is gonna really save me. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay.